Hello everybody, and welcome to a gameplay guide for Diablo 2. So, I'm not gonna claim that I know a lot about this. I have actually never gameplayed before, but I have been leveling 3 characters recently, and one of the things I like to do while leveling characters in Baal and Chaos ones is just have a full cleared inventory and pick up all the items that sells for a lot of gold. Doing that, I have now collected like 15, 20 million gold. I don't know, I'm quite sure, but basically it's a lot, and that is why I thought I wanted to make a video now where I go over how to gamble the most efficient way. So the first things you really need to get are edge bow. Why? Because of the little stat at the very bottom here, reduces all vendor prices by 15. And then Geet's Fortune, obviously Geet's Fortune, and that's pretty much it. Just these two items here, that's all you're gonna need for gambling. Getting these two items are gonna help a lot on the vendor prices. I can just quickly showcase the difference now. So you can see an amulet costs 44k, and yeah, I can just in before some dude steals my shit. Nah, okay, just quickly do it now. Okay, but yeah, oops, not going into trade. And as you can see now, they cost 63, so you save a ton of gold getting these two little items here. That is pretty much the only thing you do want to worry about. Another thing you should also worry about, which is not too important, but still it matters, is the level. Now, for the best possible, spawns of every item the vendor has to sell, you'll need to be level 95. But you could actually just be level 80, which is more reasonable level for even casual players and whatnot. 95 would do so that you can get the best possible spawns on amulets, but I would not even recommend gambling amulets. Just because crafted amulets nowadays are a lot better than what you can gamble. Also, the chance is pretty low, but yeah. Another thing is that coronets, they sell a lot. You vendor them back for gold again, and it's always nice to get gold back from the item you gambled. But yeah, my aim is pretty much just gonna be diadems, coronets, maybe trying some weapons out like claws and whatnot, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, a little quick introduction here. It's pretty straightforward. You just have to kind of know what level you aim for, level 80, level 90, 95, what items you want to gamble for, and so forth. And again, I earn all my gold by just leveling characters in public botted leveling games like Chaos and Baal. It's so easy and it's so nice just to collect gold that way. Obviously, you can make a gold finding barbarian. That is a very common tactic as well, but yeah. Okay, before rambling on too much, let's cut it here, and this will be the introduction. Okay, so let's talk a bit about setup. You're gonna be relogging a lot of times, going on other characters and so forth to get gold to your level 90 or whatever character you're gonna be using for the gamble. So I suggest you get a perm game. I don't care if it's a public game, whatever. It also does not matter if it's hell games or anything like that. But yeah, that's a little tip there. It's only the level that's really gonna matter for what you're gonna get from gambling. Another thing is that you can pretty much not carry more than like 850k gold, and I like to just type out 7 real fast 6 times, and then
Impossible.
and that's it. So just trying to speed it up a little bit when you're gonna be doing this like I don't know 40, 50 times, whatever. But yeah, I can open the gamble one, and I obviously we go for Geet Snag one. He's the coolest one. Everyone likes that the most. So as you can see on the screen right now, I would only be interested in maybe this Qatar here, but it's not really that interesting. I rather want the little higher rolled one, and then I could perhaps try for a ring, because those are kind of interesting. Now rings would be stuff with dual leech, attack rating, dexterity, strength, something. I guess you can even find a faster cast rate ring. But yeah, we can try this one little time here. And as you can see, you're gonna find these really crappy items. But the good thing is that at least you can vendor them back for just a little bit of gold. But again, coronets, tiaras, which is a lot harder to get up on the screen. You know, you can reload the window here and not find the coronas for a really long time. But those are gonna vendor back a lot more gold, which means you're gonna have even more to gamble for. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the setting up and whatnot. Just a few tips there to kind of get going. So let's do just a few little clips here. So again, there's nothing really interesting here. And yeah, I think I'll try another ring. Half restoration, yay! Very good for that new leveled character. Okay, so I'm gonna be cutting in here, and then we can return when I have gambled all my gold, and you can see my, my total findings, what I did get out of that 15, 20 million gold, whatever I had. Okay, so the last part, time to show the loot, and also blow the last gold on some fun things. Gambling is just extremely boring. I didn't even realize just how boring it is to spend that much gold, but it really just is. All you're doing is open the window and then just hoping there's gonna be something you want. So I have been gambling coronets, what are they called, diadems, circles and whatnot, and rings mostly, and then also blade talons, because those can roll with fools, so that would be pretty sweet. But I haven't really managed to get anything spoiler. But yeah, I want to blow off a little fun thing here at the end. Let's try get an ancient. Wow, that actually rolled decent enough. That's fun enough. That's probably the best claw I had so far. But I want to at least just try to get an ancient chest just for the fun of it. Yeah, so there you go. Boom. 400k gold almost. It's just so useless to buy these chests here. Alright. And there you go. All spend it. Let's go see the loot and end the video with some fun. 2 paladin, faster on wall. These stats were just so close. If that had just had, a faster cast rate, it would actually have been usable. But yeah, still a 230. It's decent. Then we have a really decent enough here, it has life, it has poison resist, 2 all, but yeah, it's still crappier than that one, I suppose. A 3 plus Shadow Discipline, maybe this would be good for pre-buffing. I was hoping to get more pre-buff helms, like plus 3 fire and whatnot for seal and whatever, but I didn't really manage to get anything decent for pre-buffing. Another Amazon. This is probably one of the better ones just because it has such a high amount of strength, and I suppose the mana leech is even usable. It's like if you were playing budget, this would like be a pretty decent helm for an Amazon. And this little weird here with a lot of plus all resist, and this barbarian here with a lot of plus resist, strain them. Yeah, some skill. You actually get a lot of these Corona. It's really easy that has plus 2 or plus 3, but not necessarily as a rare, just a blue one there. But yeah, I want to look at this little claw here. This was actually a nice little surprise. Enhanced damage, attack rating, lightning damage, actually a lot. Life steal, very high. And then sadly it doesn't have any fool's mode, because everything else is just so great, and even has replenished life. Shadow Warrior, Blade Fury, Claws of Thunder, completely useless skills, but yeah. I actually bought many of these Blade Talons here, like maybe 40 of them, maybe 50, I'm not quite sure, but I definitely tried to pick them up whenever I saw them on the vendor, but I didn't really manage to get much. Yeah, lastly some rings, managed to get a weird little amulet. And yeah, I want to show off this little ring up. This is probably the one best loot that I did manage to get. If this ring had just had some freaking faster cast rate, like instead of that chance to cast Nova and Struck, if that had faster cast rate, I could actually sell this one on GSP and maybe even get as much as 40 FG or something. Not a great ring, but like the life is there, the mana is there, people are gonna want that. if it had just had a faster cast rate. This was almost the max roll of mana honoring, the highest that I did manage to see. 120 mana is the max roll. Very fun ring here for melee. Also, just look at the levels, like the other rings are so high level, but this one is level 30. I actually think this could be pretty good for a low level character. I'm not quite sure if it's any good when it has such low stats, like +2 strength and no dexterity. But still, I will keep this one and maybe I can find a price for it. And my only decent faster cast rate ring, it's pretty much just garbage, but I did want to keep it just to show it off. And my best mana leech, dual leech ring even. Decent enough stats, again, it's like the ring, the helm here, it's for budget pretty much if you're playing solo or whatever. Yeah, I must say I'm a bit disappointed. I had hoped for quite a bit more gold. I mean, spending 20, not 20, but 15 million gold and doing gambling for like 2, 3 hours or something. Very boring stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again. That was just way too boring. But yeah, hope you found this little guide useful. And as always, info and whatnot in the description below and all that good stuff. So yeah, I hope it wasn't too boring this video, and I hope it wasn't too disappointing to see that the loot is actually, well, crap from the vendor. You're never really gonna find anything unless you're really mass spotting gold or whatever. But like, even if you do manage to get all the gold, you have a steady supply of gold, you still need to spend all that gold and mule it around and having to bother with it, and yeah, ugh, gambling is not worth it. It's just not worth it, sadly. But yeah, see you on the next one and have a good one.